Look at this. Check out this building. It's a little something I threw together the other day. It's inspired by three different cities, which I don't know if you can tell which ones they are, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Number one, it's inspired by Tokyo, because in Tokyo they have a lot of concrete buildings. That's usually, I would imagine, for the earthquakes. That's my guess. The second city is Vancouver, British Columbia, because of these large glass windows. You can see there's a double-story penthouse up on top here, which is pretty cool. I furnished it a little bit. There's not too much going on right here, just a little bed right now. Back here you do have a closet. I don't know what's going on with my shaders. You can't actually see out of them, but if I break this glass, there you go. I gotta fix that. Anyway, down here you have a nice balcony, which is pretty cool. Oh, this is some cool stuff. Here, I'll show you this. Actually, I'll show you that at the end of the video. But it is pretty cool. My one of my brothers been working on that. Yeah, down here you got a little open space, which I thought was pretty cool over here. So you see how there's balconies here, here, and here. And you'll notice there's nothing on this side except for these large windows, but there's no balconies over here. So the intention is that with these floor plans, each one of these floors is going to be a single unit except for these top two. Obviously, this is the penthouse, so you have this section, another floor here, and then the other floor over here. But the intention with the balconies, these ones are meant to be for the bedrooms, and these ones are meant to be for the living rooms. So when you come up here and out of the elevator, you're immediately greeted by, on this side, a nice open living room with all of this nice glass with my shaders that don't want to work. But nice open glass. You can have a living room over here. You can put your kitchen, things like that, dining room. And as you go back this way, it does get a little bit darker. So probably a bathroom back in this corner, which is what I did on the floor above. And kind of back in here, the intention is that you can attach bedrooms to these balconies here. So it's quite nice. You know, you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh man, I wish I could go out on a balcony and get some fresh air. Well, no, you can't. So that's kind of the idea. Back here, it's more private, more of that, more just bedrooms, the bathroom. And then over here, it's more of a, you know, a lively area with all these big windows. So that's kind of the idea behind it. Oh yeah, I also have a staircase, and I've been kind of working on this new design. I basically, just for the light, I put end rods right across there. Not low enough so that you hit your head, unless you jump, I guess. But yeah, it's alright. For these stairs, you can do something like this if you do want to. Actually, yeah, that doesn't look bad. You know what, maybe I'll keep it out for now. But yeah, you can always put the stairs there so that it does look a little more cohesive. But again, that's up to you. This is floor 2. Same thing as floor 3, but if we go all the way down, is this, nope, hold on, what floor am I on? Let me try this again. Okay, now I'm on the ground floor. Okay, so by fire code, Canadian fire code, according to, can I not speak English? Okay, let me try this again. According to the Canadian fire code, you need to have in every building above, I don't know how many floors. This does not include houses. This is just like, you know, buildings of this size. You need to have 2 staircases, 2 emergency staircases, just like this, in a fireproof core. Basically, just put it inside of concrete. This is your shear wall. Over here, there's a couple different exits. So you can go out here, right? You also have, oh, I guess, yeah, you do need 2 staircases. That's why I put these on the outside. Aha, I knew I did something. With one of these staircases, it needs to exit directly outside. So what I've done is you have one exit here, and then around this side, you have this other exit out front. So that if you, I mean, if you have a dog and you need to bring the dog out to, you know, do their business, you bring the dog out here, and then you let them, you know, do it right on the sidewalk, and you don't clean it up because you're a terrible person, and then you can walk right back in here, and then you can just go up the stairs if you want. It's especially useful if you live on the 2nd floor. That way you don't have to wait for the elevator. Where's the elevator? Did I not finish the elevator? Let me do that right now. I can't believe I didn't finish the elevator. I knew something was missing. I knew it. Something was up. All right, let me just do this real quick. Gonna put that there. And for my elevators, I typically like to have them 3 tall like that. Oh, maybe I'll do a little something like this. So the intention, like the way that I build my elevators, it's really meant to be explored in creative. So if you want to come in here and then quickly go up floors, you go like that, and then you just fly around, and then, ah, look at that. You made it. But there you go. So you have your elevator. You have your stairs. You call them emergency stairs, egress stairs, whatever you want to call them. Or you could just call them the stairs. That also works. But this is going to be, I'm not sure. It's going to be some sort of commercial unit outside. I've never seen these things before. Mangrove. I don't know what Oh, is that the swamp thing? Sorry, I'm new to this version. But you got your mangrove sign, which I thought was pretty cool. And then I just added this little sign here. Whenever you have your own commercial shop, right? So say if this was Alpine's illegal gambling operation incorporated, and you have people coming along here. Oh yeah, this is a bike design too. Bike, it's German. But if you have people walking down the street, potential customers, and you want them to see your shop, what do you think's gonna get more attention when you're walking down this way? A big sign like this, or a sign like this that you're gonna have to like go up like this, and you're like, oh, what does that say? I can't read that. This, definitely have to have this. The intention of this one is for people that are walking beside your shop, and then to capture the traffic on the other side. You have that sign right there, even though it is a little small. But let's pretend it's a little bit larger. That's what she said. Actually, I think that's what he said. But you know what? Never mind. Don't worry about it. Mom, don't watch this. Since this is a commercial shop, you want to have as much glass as you possibly can. Because if this was just a big boarded up wall, people walking by are like, oh, I am definitely not going to go in there because I'm going to get stabbed. However, if you have a big open window, they can see the people getting stabbed inside. They're like, oh, at least I know what's happening inside before I go inside to get stabbed. Oh, also, let me show you a little something I did with the floors. This one is a full block, which you can see. Normally, I tell people to use 2 blocks between each floor. I am breaking my own rules. And I broke them even further. Look at this. This is just a trap door. This is an upside-down trap door. Not upside down, but it's on the top half of the block there. So you can still build on top of this, but it gives you a lot of space. But the only downside to this is you can't replace any of it. Otherwise, you're going to be able to see it from the floor below. So, oh, there he is. That's my brother. That's one of them. But if you do want to add some sort of flooring up here, check this out. You can do something like this with carpet if you want. It is pretty restrictive, so you do have to be okay with only using carpet if you do want to change the material. But otherwise, it gives you a lot of room for these ceilings. Like, look how spacious this is. Check this out. Otherwise, if you had 1 block, it would be down to here. And if you had 2 blocks, which would be your floor and then your ceiling above, you'd be down just to 3 blocks. But instead, you have like 4.9, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, so that's my building. It is inspired by Tokyo for the materials. It is inspired by Vancouver for the size of the windows. And, of course, see this city here? This is the neighborhood of East Village in the city of Sequoia. East Village based on East Village, New York. So, the third city, you have Tokyo, Vancouver, fit into the form of East Village, New York. Oh yeah, I guess we should check out the top here too. Oh yeah, the giant, tree. Let's talk about that. So, you have this tree up here, which I think is pretty cool. What are you calling? You calling me a nerd? Get out of here. No, you. Alright, that'll keep him busy. So this is a tree that was designed by my friend Jay. This is the stair overrun, this is the elevator overrun, and this is your HVAC equipment, HVAC. If you've watched the channel for a while, you are probably familiar with these 3 concepts. Oh, hello, how's it going? But this is your stair overrun. Basically, it means instead of cutting off your stairs right here, you are going to bring your stairs all the way up so that you can access your roof. And then there you go. I've been testing this out. This is a blackstone slab and then a polished blackstone slab. I thought it looked kind of interesting for the roof material. Thought it was pretty cool. Over here you do have this nice big skylight, which I also really wanted to add. But yeah, so stair overrun. I've added the drainage sloping this way so that it's not going to fall on this building. I'd rather it fall here, and then we can control where the water actually goes. This is the elevator overrun. So basically it's just on top of the elevator. So if we were to dig through this, there you go. This is the elevator shaft. And this is basically the motor, or the motor that has all the, motory stuff that pulls the elevator. You know what I'm talking about? Over here you have your HVAC. This is very, very simple. I just put some rails in a circle, and then I have some blocks of iron, and then I just put an anvil between it. I don't know why. I just make them connected, I guess. Over here, you have some large ferns. I'm a very big fan of the large ferns. You have your parapets, which basically just means, hey, let's bring the block up by 1 here so that your water doesn't fall off the side of your building. These parapets are also quite small, but they do work, so that's okay. And then, yeah, got this nice tree, so thanks, Jay. This here, this is not actually functional. It is sort of a chimney, I guess, but it's also attached to this here. I don't really, it doesn't really have any functional purpose. I mean, of course, neither does this, or the elevator shaft. Well, no, the elevator shaft does, but the elevator overrun. This is more just for the realism itself. But yeah, I don't know. I felt it was quite New York. Like, see, you got one over here on the East Village School of Fine Arts. And then there you have another one way up there on this building. Actually, you have 3 of them. Here, check this out. So over here on the East Village School of Fine Arts, you have this one right here. And then up here, this is a real-life building right beside Tompkins Square Park, which is this park in East Village, New York. You have these ones as well, which I thought was kind of cool. See, check it out. Pretty cool. Also, this is a sweet penthouse. Look at this. Yeah, we got to furnish that at some point, but work in progress. So, coming back down here, I think, did I cover everything? I think I covered everything. Oh yeah, okay, let me talk about the actual architecture. So you'll notice that parts of this building are either flat and boring, or you have some windows, or you have some horizontal stuff going on here. So, I mean, I could have put windows on this section right here, but if we fly back, which when you're building, I would definitely recommend that you do. Check this out. If I put windows on that flat section, do you think it would make it better or worse? I personally think it would make it worse. Maybe, well, it might make it better if you're living in it. I'm not sure. But it's also important to have those flat sections as well, because you need to have a balance. Because if it's all windows, I don't know. Unless you're building like a Vancouver condo building, in that case, that's fine. But in this case, if you're building with concretes, I don't know. I wanted to go for kind of that Tokyo style. So I decided just to make that flat. You'll also notice that there are horizontal windows here, which you're probably like, all right, well, you have some vertical themes going on here. All these other windows and flat sections seem to be accentuating the vertical. So what I did with these horizontal windows is I just wanted to kind of break up that pattern so that if you are standing all the way down here and you're like, oh, wow, I can't wait to look up at this building. And then this is drawing your eye upwards. This section is drawing your eye upwards. And you're like, oh, there's a tree up there. That's cool. You want a place for your eyes to rest as they go up. So that's what these balconies and these horizontal windows are for. So that was kind of the idea behind it. Oh no, why do you want to enable command blocks? On the back, it's very, very simple. The intention with this is if this building ever gets demolished, or these couple of buildings, and then the developers are like, hey, we're going to build a giant high-rise that just stacks right up. I mean, if you have windows there, they're going to get covered anyway. So this is more of just a structural wall. These ones here, these ones are never going to get covered because just the way the plots are laid out. So you see there's a building here. You see there's a building right here. And then you have this bit of a gap in the back here. So these stairs, this design was taken from some of my other buildings over here. You can see I used this same stair design. Of course, I could change up the actual materials themselves. But I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. So here's the mastermind of whatever this is, but I'm going to show you. So this is a pretty cool thing. If you want to, oh, okay, he's moving stuff around, but if you wanted to go right here, and if you wanted to go right here, and then shoot this, boom, look at that. And if you get a bullseye, haha, and then, okay, I don't know why Redstone's not supposed to be activated right now. Hold on 2 seconds. Okay, but I'm just going to use this one. But yeah, basically you stand on here, that goes there, you get a bullseye, nice, and then, yeah, you can go to this one for the back. Nice, all built by this guy, by the way. And you can go all the way back here if you want to. Nice. And then watch this, quick bullseye, no big, come on. Bullseye, 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 nope, bullseye, bullseye, bullseye. This is not going well. Alright, 2, that's close enough. But yeah, you hop off, and then look at that. All the arrows fall, and then you can go up here and collect your arrows. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be building the building... Let me English. Come on, let's go. Probably going to be building the building exterior at some point for this. But, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. City of Sequoia. It's a good time. That is my building that I call New Tokyo. Why did I call it that? Because it's kind of inspired by Tokyo. New Tokyo by Alpine One, built in February of 2025. Am I Alpine One? Am I not Alpine One? I don't know. Let's find out. My name's Matt, I think. Thanks for watching.